There is no shortage of stories about weight loss out there on the how and the why. Well, tonight we bring you another one, but with a difference. No surgery, no drugs. This time from the heart of Waikato and Kapa Haka. The story of a man and a hauora program that is so inspiring. And as Pōtaka Maipi reports, you'll know instantly who we're talking about, even if you don't immediately recognise him.
We all know the voice, but the face. Here's a reminder. Rawiri Toia, the massive 200 kg brother with the massive voice and the full 7XL. That was then.
Yeah, 193 kgs. I was big and unhealthy.
Big, loud, unhealthy.
Were you waiting to die, brother?
Yeah. I had put myself in a mindset where, I was preparing to die, and I was okay with it. I think back now and you think, well, where did that mindset come from? How does that happen to someone who, really well educated and doing well, has a beautiful family, beautiful wife, all supportive, everyone's supportive, cares. How do you think like that?
Waiting to die at 200 kgs. Couldn't fit in a plane, everything to live for, whānau, friends, culture. Couldn't even sit in a chair for fear of breaking it.
How old were you then when you were, thinking, I'm so big, I'm unhealthy?
It would have been in my 40s.
Yes, 40s. Yes.
Yeah, it would have been in my 40s. But really just didn't have the tools and the understanding or even the will to change, want to change.
Oh, I just remember one Sunday, Mum went out and bought the white chairs for a kaitahi that we have every Sunday. And everyone almost held their breath as Dad sat on the white chair because he always has his designated seat at the dining table. And then after that, we were just like, oh my gosh, he sat on the white seat. And then I remember that same night we were doing the dishes afterwards, and then all the kids were almost celebrating the fact that Dad sat on the white seat, and it's just these little milestones.
Reira te Pākihi kākahu o tōna whānau, ko Indigi.
And we can't help but celebrate, but we also can't tell him because he might get a big head if we tell him, if he hears it too much.
Cut.
Kei konei mātau ki kirikiriroa te wāhi noho Rawiri, te wāhi e noho ana no hoki, tētahi hoa ona, ko Honey Dixon.
So Hone was, he was the king of rūpapa. He was the, even for a big guy, he was the sort of person who would start a haka and he could do rūpapa through the whole thing. Wow. And it was like, holy heck. And so we likened him to the te kuri whakatete o Te Waka Huia. He was the gnarly dog who just, he would never give up.
Ka nui rā te pauri I te matinga o Hone, ka huri te ao, ka panoni te ao.
So there was a deeper catalyst to say, no, we're better than this. Our whānau need something else, but we need to make a difference with our own hauora first. I kōrero tātou mo tēnei mea te mana motu hake. Ko te mana motu hake o te hauora, koina te tuatahi. And you've got to make that decision as an individual to want something different
He haka ka meha meha I whakahonoro I te kuri whakatete, ko Hone Dixon.
And so the haka we composed was about that. And part of it was about getting a bit of riri out of us in terms of we were frustrated that we couldn't help and save him. You know, and e tahi o ngā rārangi ki roto I te haka I kapo, I te wā o te tangi, I puta anu ngā kōrero, he pononga tātou ki ngā pauaka pire a te Pākehā. For years and years we would grow up and our whānau would have breakfast table, having a kai, and you got the pillbox there. And everyone's on medication. It becomes a normal thing to see a pillbox while you're sitting down and having a kai. And we become slaves to that. And I was the same. You know, I was on medication, diabetes, cholesterol, high blood pressure. You know, and I say it as if, oh, it's just the normal.
Te Waka Huia ngā toa whakihu waka o ngā tau o mua, te wāhi rongo nui ai, a Rawiri.
I was always the biggest in club. You know, and yeah, the sound, you know, that's what people would talk about. Oh yeah, no, there's the sound, there's the voice, there's the sound. There it is, can you hear it, can you hear it? You know, and that's what I did. And you know, yeah, the hard case thing is, you know, I was lucky enough, I got on stage this year too. But this time I wasn't in the middle of the guitars, I was out on the side. And then I remember people coming up and saying to me, Matua, we heard you, but we couldn't find you, we couldn't see you on stage. And I thought, oh, yeah, ka tahi te mihi. You know, ka tahi te tino mihi ko tēnā. You know, where it's like before you stood out and you're in there because there was you can't put you anywhere else. And now I'm stuck out on the side, and people have to look around and go, shit, is he still there?
48% of Tāne Māori are obese, and 52% of wāhine Māori. It has been exactly a year since Rawiri Toia started on the journey to save his life, and now it's a part of a wider Digi Hauora outreach to others.
So in total I'm down about 78 kgs. And sort of 38 of that has been in the last sort of 12 months.
No surgery, no medical miracle. It's been a mind shift change to live for his tamariki, mokopuna, his whānau, himself.
I don't know whether to be insulted or really happy that I walk past people and they don't know it's me now.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know it's me because of I've just lost so much weight, and you know, it's pretty cool.
Rawiri and Te Waka Huia here at Te Ariku Nui Kuini ngā waihono I te pōs. First koro neihana, she also promotes hauora.
Tēnei mātou Te Waka Huia e whakanui runga noi te reo karanga tō tātou ariki nui, kuini ngā waihono te pō, wiki nui. E wiki nui o mātou, hoi anō mo tātou ake o te Ao Māori.
The passion, the energy, that's why Waka Huia have been champions. That's why they're such a huge part of Rawiri's life and hauora journey, starting with Harerua, Tāpeta and Annette.
Mohi o tāu I ai, tangata, raki, nunui, I nāia nei, wāhua kini whara I nāia nei. Nō reira, koera tēnei kaupapa o te hauora ki te ao, Ki te tika te whakatauira atu, ka tika te whaia mai. Me pērā tātou, nā me ki nā kai arahi. Kau e noho pēnei tohu ki tō iwi noho mōmona nei. E kao, me whakatauira tātou, ia tātou anō.
Ko te pōnui, ko te...
Rawiri or Rawiri Toia is half the size he used to be, but now has twice the life. Living for his kids, mokopuna, 80 kgs down, no medication, no diabetes.
We're enjoying being together with our kids and their wives and our mokopuna, and, you know, now we're able to enjoy it just more.